And new at 5 o'clock, the Downtown Partnership releases its annual report for the state of downtown Baltimore. And despite the economic and social disruptions of 2020, researchers are hopeful that cities, including Baltimore, will make a comeback. WJZ Live at 5 o'clock tonight. Joy Burnett tells us about the challenges, but also those bright spots in this report. Joy.
Rick, what we're finding in this report is that there's so many sectors that are interconnected. We're talking about the hotels. They're connected to those live performance venues. The venues are connected to the restaurants. And when one of those takes a hit, everything else has some sort of impact. But even though 2020 was a really rough year, they're really optimistic for 2021. In 2019, as the world switched the calendar to a new decade, the outlook was bright.
You could talk about the energy and vibrancy and the excitement that people were looking forward to.
But the superb vision for 2020 turned dull in a matter of weeks. An unknown virus dashed hopes.
My hopes and dreams were really big for 2020.
And changed life as we knew it.
We've had a lot of great family time, so that's been a plus.
Different, but it was so good.
Much like the rest of the world, Baltimore, and specifically the downtown district, suffered. Employment dropped. Hotels and restaurants were hit. Businesses closed. Office vacancies downtown reached 23%, even higher than the national average. But a new report from the Downtown Partnership says there's reason for optimism because downtown districts are resilient.
This is not the end of cities. Baltimore and our other great cities will survive. Previous pandemics far worse than this. None of them have damped down this long arc of urbanization.
Another sign things are picking up, the traffic is back. And when you look at something as simple as parking, today as opposed to a year ago, the spots are filling up on the lower levels. But now you have to go up to a higher level to find even more space. The recovery could take some time, but experts say there's now light at the end of the road because people now have the desire to get back out there, and that's what will rev up Baltimore's economy.
This is the resurgence, and sometimes you get some of the best opportunity through challenge.
Another thing that we saw in the report is that the demand for housing remained pretty much unchanged downtown. So this high rise that you see right here is still pretty much in high demand. Live at 5, Joy Burnett for WJZ.